Welcome, ladies and gents, welcome to another exciting weekend vlog. This is Weekend Vlog Season 7 finale with your host, K.L.P. Lucas. Now, it feels so good to be back on today's show because it's been a long, and I do mean a very, very long time since I've done the weekend vlog. I know I've been taking breaks, I've been taking some time off because I have been traveling myself. Now, we have a lot of things to talk about on today's show. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in for today's show via Facebook. Now, we just got Facebook for K.L.P Entertainment. K.L.P Entertainment's official Facebook channel is now available on Facebook, so check that out. We're live here on Facebook, YouTube, Daily Motion, and the website. So again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in for today's show. Now, this show is going to be a big show because this is number one, the season finale, and of course we do have quite a bit of a couple of announcements to come later into today's show. But I just want to thank again everyone for tuning in. I've been traveling. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on YouTube right now. It is the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado, the exclusive hour and 40-minute vlog that was produced by K.L.P Entertainment, and of course starring me. We went to Colorado last week. That's a big trip we took. I did some coverage over that. We went to Red Rock, and we went to the Denver Zoo, and of course we had to do some production work over there. I did go for business, so I didn't necessarily go for pleasure, but I did go there for business. That was a huge trip we took. Please check the vlog out right after today's show. It's going to be in K.L.P Entertainment's playlist. Check it out because it's a phenomenal vlog. Over the trip, I did mention this over on Facebook. I talked about it a lot on Facebook. But over the trip, I had a really, really good time going to a different state. I'm more familiar with flying a plane. You know, when I went to Florida, you guys know I went to the airport. We flew Delta down to Florida. So after that, it was the Cincinnati, it was Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee tour. Of course, we did a bus ride for that one. That was a long bus ride. So this was a neat experience to go to Denver. It's a different state. You can definitely smell the Colorado candy. That is my joke every time I mention, oh, I've been to Denver. The Colorado candy, meaning the drugs, because you know it's legal there. You can definitely smell it. I didn't, of course, use any. I didn't consume any. You just can smell it because it's Colorado. I really had fun getting along with the teams. Of course, we did go for our women's and men's soccer teams, of course. They had a blast hanging out with them, really getting to know them, and really getting to follow up with them. It's very fantastic to have that connection because I'm going to need their help with something else later in spring for a spring event. So it's just really good to get to know the sports teams. I really got connected with them. They're finally saying my name, which is fantastic because working for GDN at first, when I first started, they didn't know who we are, but now they're trying to become more involved, and you know that's really, really exciting to have that for them to get involved. Went to the Denver Zoo. Of course, you guys can go to Facebook's or the photography's website. It's K.L.P Photography. Go to either the Facebook or the official website. You guys can see photos of Red Rock, the Denver Zoo, and the city of Denver itself. You see all sorts of pictures. Of course, we're gonna have it down here in the little text thing right here. Denver was really fun. I really had a blast doing that as well. On to our next thing. Again, being back from the break. I did go to Thomasville, Georgia for the national championships. Our men's soccer team have won the they won the conference tournament in Denver, so they went to Thomasville to go for the national championships. Unfortunately, they didn't win. It's always next year, so I was able to go to Thomasville for that as well. Hence, I've been gone for a very long time doing this weekend vlog. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about, let me know in the comments and right now, what do you think of Millionaire Listing? Yes. So Millionaire Listing is out right now. We are on our fourth episode. Of course, the fifth episode is going to be uploaded this coming Friday. I'm really glad. I'm really happy about the progress of the show. That's another reason why I've been on break, because we've been in the studio. We've been filming it throughout the time I've been out doing not the podcast and not the weekend vlog. We've been filming the show, The Millionaire Listing. Millionaire Listing kicked off really well. A lot of people, and I really do mean a lot of people, did enjoy the show. The show's different. It's completely different than what people expect it to be. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot of comedic points to it, but it's a lot of stuff that goes on with season 1 of Millionaire Listing. There's so many characters that you know, such as Gary Harrison, Daniel Hannah, my character Daniel Hannah, Aaron Andrews, Tyrus plays Aaron Andrews. Of course, we have Hal Baker playing a character, Sam Brown playing another character, and of course, Claire Wright and Melissa Green, they're playing different characters as well for the show. People love the show, and I'm really glad that there was some good progress with that show. This has been, and this is a round of applause, this has been one of the shows that K.L.P Entertainment fell through, and it fell through correctly. So I know there's been a lot of shows that K.L.P Entertainment and Studios have done, such as Central Park, The Public, and Beverly Fame. Those are previous shows that we've tried to do, and we just didn't really nail it. But I think with Millionaire Listing, that show really hits it. Of course, it's a mini-series, so it's not going to be a lot of episodes within this season, because, again, there's so much stuff I need to tell into the show. But Millionaire Listing Season 1 is available now. 1 through 4 episodes are out for K.L.P Entertainment, for Facebook, YouTube, and Dailymotion, and Vimeo. So please, if you have not seen Millionaire Listing yet, please go check that show out, because it's hilarious, it's serious, it's a lot of drama, and it's just so much that goes on to the show that you just have to watch the first one and keep going, moving on to see what the show is about, because it's just really, really good. Now we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we have tons of new news to talk about. Stay tuned. Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Weekend Vlog Season 7 season finale. Super excited to do today's show. I know I've been out for weeks, and I haven't been doing the show in weeks, but I'm back for the season finale of Season 7. Now, let me just say, Season 7 has been a fantastic season. We have been really booming with that, and I'm just really glad that people stuck with me for Weekend Vlog Season 7, because this season's been great. I've enjoyed every moment of this season with Weekend Vlogs, Weekend Vlog with your host Kennedy Lucas, and this seasons of Lucas Chat Podcast, when we separated the host and they're doing their own things. But please be sure to check back in January 2017 for the Weekend Vlog Season 8. Now, Season 8 will be a really good season, and we have it here, right here in K.L.P Studios and K.L.P Entertainment, the official poster for the Weekend Vlog Season 8. Take a look. Thank you. So, Weekend Vlog Season 8 will premiere in January 2017. I cannot wait. It's a new year. It's a new month. It's a new Kennedy Lucas. I just cannot wait for that next season, because that season is going to be really rocking awesome. It is for our spring season, so of course we went with green because of more of a spring feel to it. Season 8 will be phenomenal. Season 7 was great, but I think Season 8 will be good. Now, hopefully you guys look forward to that as well. As we're releasing posters right now, here is the next season for the Lucas Chat Podcast with host Kennedy Lucas and Tyrus Lester. Take a look at this poster. So, Lucas Chat Podcast, the next season will be premiering also in January 2017. Of course, we're taking Christmas break for now, but of course, January 2017, new seasons are coming. Just stay tuned. And of course, you've seen it on the show. You'll see it on later on Instagram, later on today for our new seasons posters. So you guys can like it on Instagram and K.L.P Photography as well. Now, I wanted to talk about three things before we go to our next commercial break. I wanted to thank again. I don't know if any of Grizzlies News Network is watching today's show, but I wanted to thank all of my members out there for GNN for inviting me to be their athletics correspondent this season. So I wanted to thank the president, Garrison Douglas. He's the president for GNN. It's been news said that he's stepping down for one of the main anchors. He's gonna still be the president, but he's stepping down and letting other people become anchors. So I just want to thank GNN for allowing me to be their athletics correspondent. And I just cannot wait to see what the spring season for athletics, softball and baseball, that's our next season. I just cannot wait to see what they do, and so I can correspond and be the athletics correspondent for GNN. And hopefully you see a lot more of me on another YouTube channel. Please check them out. They have their own Facebook, and their GNN YouTube channel is available now. We'll have an interlink description below, so please check them out because I'm on that channel. It's just really, really phenomenal. It's kind of like cross media. I love how cross media works. I love it how I'm on something else other than K.L.P Entertainment, and it's just really, really awesome. Now we're gonna get down to the nitty and gritty. Of course, there's two things that came out this month. I do have some words to say on this, but the first thing we're going to talk about first is the new MacBook Pro 2016. Take a look at the trailer.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to
So yes, we're now integrating with trailers. I love having trailers on the show. I think that's a really good niche for today's show. Lucas Nation fans, now we're getting down to the nitty and gritty. I have so many things to say about this laptop. It's phenomenal. Now, the pros of it is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. I really do like how it's slim, but they stick with their pro model. It's very beautiful in my take. They have in multiple colors like space gray, black. I think they're gonna advocate, and I don't know if they're doing like a silver color to it. And I'm not really sure if they're gonna do rose gold and gold. I think they will later on eventually to get their sales up. I really do like the idea of the touch bar. If you guys don't know about it, please rewind the show and see the trailer again. They did advocate a touch bar on the actual computer. I think that's a really good niche to it. I know there's so many other YouTubers that's unboxing this product. Um, Once they open it up, it turns on and boots up automatically. Once they unbox it from the box and they open it, it turns on automatically. I think that was a great niche to Apple. I think that was a really good idea with new textile. Apple's always advocating. They're always trying to make up different ways to different different MacBooks and make it different from the other MacBooks. The Touch Bar is a really good idea for film people or business people. I know Final Cut Pro, they advocated a lot for the Touch Bar for that because Apple knows there's a lot of YouTubers, there's a lot of filmmakers that use MacBooks more than others to become their editing software. I do like how they have the Touch ID for the computer. So if you want to unlock your MacBook, they have the Touch ID on the Touch Bar, so it can be encoded with your fingerprint, just like your phones. Right here is my iPhone SE. Just like your phones, you can have Touch ID and you can unlock your phone. I think that was a good niche. I knew they were going to do that eventually because that's just what Apple does now. It's all about Touch ID. Hence, from Touch ID to Apple Pay, even to Samsung Pay, they're doing that with the Touch IDs. That was a great niche. The only thing I have a problem with the new MacBook Pro 2016 is the price. Jesus Christ, and I'm not saying his name in vain, but Christ, oh my gosh, that price for the new MacBook is super, super expensive. It is about $2,000 for this new MacBook Pro 2016. I do not know what Apple is thinking with this kind of pricing. I would not pay that much. Now, for my MacBook 2013 Air, I paid $800 for it. Of course, it was a little bit more with tax, but they're marketing this computer to be $2,000. My gosh, I do not know what Apple is thinking. They announced it. They announced the price. That is way too much for a computer. You have to be either sponsored to have something like this, or you just have to be a millionaire to have this kind of money. I know for me, $2,000. That's a couple of car payments. And as you guys know, I did get a car, so just really happy about that. That's car insurance. That's 4 months of car insurance. That is 5 months of a phone bill. No, actually, no, that's 6 months of a phone bill. And extra bills that you have to pay in your lifetime. Guys, if you want this new MacBook, please just go for the original MacBook Pro or MacBook Air. Again, this computer cost me $800 to get. That's still a lot of money, but it's not $2,000. I don't know what Apple is thinking about this. Even though Apple is getting kind of steep. I love Apple. There's no hate to Apple. As you see, MacBook, iPhone. It's just that their pricing with their new tech is really expensive. Even their new iPhone 7s are terribly expensive in my take. I know there's some phone companies like AT&T and Sprint. I actually have Sprint. They're doing payments on a phone, but Apple's new iPhone 7 and MacBook Pro 2016 is ridiculously expensive. Now, we're just talking about the MacBook Pros because that's our topic for today, but my gosh, $2,000? Really, Apple? I don't get it. I don't get how they're marketing that price. I don't know if they're going to market it down. Of course, it's end of November. It's Thanksgiving week. Christmas is coming up. They're probably going to have some Black Friday sales for the computer. But I don't get it. $2,000 for a computer? Really? Again, I'm probably going to have a lot of hate in the comments, but that's just too much for a computer. I'm sorry. It's this cool computer. Of course, Lucas Chat Podcast, we're going to do more take on it as it comes more developed. We just wanted to announce that out for you guys for this Weekend Vlog season finale. It's just, that is way too much for a computer. I don't know anybody who would buy just flat out $2,000 for a new MacBook. I don't know. You know, that's a couple of car payments, couple of car insurance, couple of phone bills, a couple of other housing bills that you have to pay. I don't get it. The next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, of course, this is another steep price, but it's from Sony. Check it out. Yes, ladies and gents, that is the new PlayStation 4 Pro. Of course, I wanted to talk about that system as well. Now, I do have some intakes on that system. That system, again, I have no hate on PlayStation, even though I did go for an Xbox One. Again, I went for the Xbox One because it was cheaper. PlayStation 4 console is about $500 plus more with games, so that's like around $600 that you'll pay out front. With my Xbox One, I paid a steep, not a steep, a real cheap price for it. I love it to this day. My brother asked me why did I not go for the Slim because it's smaller. I don't know. It's just cheaper price. You know, it does the same thing. Um, Again, I'm not hating on products because I love products. It's just I have my own intake on stuff. PlayStation Pro, I've seen a couple YouTubers, other YouTubers unbox it. It looks bigger. I was expecting it to look smaller than the actual PlayStation 4, the original PlayStation 4, but it's big and bulgier. I don't know. I think PlayStation Pro kind of beats the bulginess of the Xbox One Day One edition. Seeing the unboxings of the PlayStation Pros, it's really bulgy. It's really big and bulgy. I would prefer if I had to choose between the Pro and the original PlayStation 4. I would choose the original because it's smaller and slimmer. I do like how the fact that you can play 4K on the PlayStation Pro. I think that was a great addition. Hopefully Xbox does something similar to that. I don't know if the Xbox Slim is advocating 4K or not, but PlayStation 4 Pro is definitely advocating 4K display. Hence that you have to have a 4K TV from either Samsung or Sony or whoever's selling the 4K TVs. You have to have a 4K display, but as soon as you have a 4K display, you can play your PlayStation 4 Pro 4K style. I know they're advocating a lot of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which that's a game that I want to collect for Xbox One. Hopefully they come out with an Xbox One version. I think they're out for Xbox One. I don't know that yet. I just know it's for PlayStation 4 because that was their main distributor for their games. So you can now play the game in 4K. I just think it does the same thing, minus the 4K. I don't really see much of a difference in my take. I just see that it's big and bulgier, and yeah, you can pay for 4K, which is great, but I don't see the difference in that. It's just the reason why, and I'll say this because the reason why Xbox is winning in their game sales right now is because I'm not an Xbox fanboy. I'm not rooting off for Xbox One and Xbox and Microsoft because I do have a PlayStation Vita and PlayStation 3. The reason why they're winning is because of their pricing. Xbox Day One Edition is $200. That is very cheap for a system, for a next-gen system at that. PlayStation 4, the consoles are really expensive. $300, $400, $500, $600. I don't understand that pricing. Again, you have to be sponsored or you have to be just really rich to have this kind of money to just shell out like this. It's just that's why they're winning. It's just pricing. If PlayStation would just dim down the price, and even their VR is very expensive. There's like $250 for their PlayStation VR, and I bet it's a kick-ass virtual reality headset. It's too expensive. I don't see it. I think I speak for a college kid and a businessman aspect that, you don't have a lot of money to shell out like that. Hence that I went for, the other Xbox for the next gen because it's just crazy expensive. Now, I don't know if their PlayStation is going to ever dim down the price. I think they should because there's players like me that was rooting for PlayStation 4 for the first 4 years that it's been out. It's been advocated. I wanted a PlayStation 4, but the pricing is just too steep for me and it's just too pricey. And I would rather go for a less less expensive next-gen console because you're getting the same thing. It's just different branding. Now, hopefully, I mean, the war is only beginning. We have another console from Nintendo. Of course, we talked about it on the last weekend show. Nintendo Switch is coming up, so it's just going to be a big war between the three consoles, between three companies. I want to see who wins this. Right now, Xbox is winning right now. I would like to see PlayStation reveal and see what they have to do, but Xbox is winning because their sales is cheaper, and they're just winning the war because their games are just, they're having a little bit more game variety. Even though a lot of people on Twitter was asking me to check out Killer Instinct for Xbox One, that game sucks. I'm sorry to say, but that game sucks. I really did not enjoy Killer Instinct. Life is Strange is another good game for Xbox One. It's free on the Xbox Live right now. I play it sometimes when I have some free time. That's a fun game, but Killer Instinct sucks. Now, of course, we do have a little bit more news announcements to kind of talk about on today's show. Please be sure to check out my Tumblr account, K.L.P Entertainment's Tumblr account. You go to Tumblr, type in K.L.P Entertainment, that page will come up. That's something we're rebooting back. Of course, we had to redesign and redefine Tumblr for our account, and we finally got it back up and running. So again, Tumblr, if you're on Tumblr, K.L.P Entertainment's on Tumblr, we will share our videos, we're going to share our photos, we're going to just, it's kind of like another platform, another sharing platform. So please, check it out. It's Tumblr at K.L.P Entertainment. Now, we do have a bit of the news announcements, of course, but I wanted to talk about these two things that kind of caught my attention previous. Now, this one thing that caught my attention, this was last night. Now, as you guys know, I'm a gamer, I'm an anime watcher, I'm a TV lover, and a movie lover, but I am also a WWE fan. So, I did check out Survivor Series last night, and of course, the pay-per-view was good. It was really good. I was expecting it to be... Honestly, I was expecting it to suck, but it did not suck. This pay-per-view was really, really good. Now, I did like... parts of matches of SmackDown versus Raw. I really do like, hence the video game. But I do like the whole aspect of SmackDown versus Raw. I'm more of Team Blue. I love SmackDown because Daniel Bryan, he's one of my favorites. Now, just not my number one favorite, but one of my favorites. I like Shane McMahon. He's my favorite McMahon member of the McMahon family because he's his style, he's rich. You know, he has his company, you know, that's where I sort of want to be, in that, not in the WWE field, but in that business field. So he's a great businessman. I like his jerseys, too. I want to buy one of his jerseys. So this particular match I was excited about, and this match lasted all but 2 minutes. Now, it was the Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar match. Of course, if you've seen it, it's been all over Twitter, it's been all over Facebook, and it's been all over in my mind to talk about on today's show. Of course, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Goldberg comes back after 12 years of just not wrestling, just laying low for a while. He comes back and he beats Brock Lesnar in this match last night. This match lasted, 2 minutes? I was expecting, now, every time they bring Brock Lesnar into a WWE ring, he's really just kicking ass of somebody. He kicked John Cena's ass. He kicked Triple H's ass. He did not kick Goldberg's ass. It was vice versa. Goldberg kicking Brock Lesnar's ass. Of course, leading up to 2 spears and 1 jackhammer. Of course, you guys know I'm a WWE fan. I know the moves that they do. So, those were the 3 moves he used. And 1, 2, 3, that was a pinfall. Goldberg wins. So, I really wanted to talk about this because, again, Goldberg's from Atlanta. We're here in Atlanta filming the show. This is the headquarters of K.L.P Entertainment in my home. So, I just really thought it was really good to sort of talk about that. To really talk about this. This was more of my WWE fan base out there. If you watch wrestling, comment below because I'm a huge wrestling fan. I did go to several of wrestling events. I did go to several live house shows in Macon. Macon, Georgia. They host a lot of house shows events for wrestling. I did go to WrestleMania 27 when The Rock was hosting in Atlanta. After WrestleMania, I went to the Raw that following Monday in Phillips Arena, so that was a fun time. Hopefully I get to go back. So one of these days, hopefully I get to go back. We're planning on going to WrestleMania in Florida. I just don't know how that's going to work as of yet. But huge wrestling fan. Now again, this other news announcement, this was a quick announcement. Please check out Sonic and the Sacred Rings, hosted by K.L.P Entertainment. Is on our YouTube channel right now. It's a stop motion film. This was the Lost movie. that K.L.P Entertainment filmed, shoot, and produced with Sega. Of course, check that stop motion movie out. It's available right now on the K.L.P network. Check it out. You might like it. I loved it. I'm just upset that it was a lost film. I didn't produce it as fast as I wanted to, but it's out right now, and it's a good film. Good, and it's animation style, good stop motion style. It's A1 right there. Um, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is just an update on life. Um, just wanted to say this before we close out today's show. I know I've been away for a weekend vlog for weeks, but we're going to take season finale, and then we're going to take December off for Christmas, and then we'll be back first thing on January 2017 for the weekend vlog season 8 premiere. Please be sure to check out the Lucas Chat podcast season finale this week. Me and Tyrus, we're going to be on the show together talking about the new Nintendo Switch, because we wanted to dissect that a little bit. We wanted to dissect the Nintendo Switch and see what you viewers think. But please, my update on life is it's been great. This season has been great. This semester has been great. I'm looking at B's and A's for my classes, and I think we just had a great success this season and this semester. I was able to get more connected with the athletics again when I went to Denver. So if any of the athletic members, softball, not softball, soccer, men's and women's, if you're watching today's show, again, thank you for an awesome trip. Um, that trip was really awesome. I enjoyed every moment of it, and I really do enjoy working and filming the teams this semester. I really grown. Hence my promotion with producing. I'm now a producer over there, so not only a junior videographer but a producer as well for our athletic teams, and I really got that going. This Lucas Chat podcast has been moving all over SoundCloud. You guys really do like the separation, even though our season finale we're coming together. The separation between Tyrus and I, when we do separate shows, you guys love that, and we have more opinions, we have more vlogs, we have more podcast shows out for you guys as well. It's been really good, being an RA has been great. Again, if any of my RA friends are watching today's show, thank you for a great RA run. I cannot wait to be an RA again for spring, and again for fall, and again for the next spring, all the way up to 2020 if I have to, because I enjoy doing what I do. I was able to get a car, so you guys know, some of you know about this on Facebook, but I got a new car recently. I love that thing. It's an older car, but I love it. I drive it. I dig it. Right after the show, I'm probably gonna go to Walmart because it's Thanksgiving break and I gotta get some food. I really just, amongst all else, I really do enjoy every last moment of filming, and I really hope again that you guys, by the time you're seeing this, Thanksgiving is gonna be over. It's gonna be Christmas, but please stick with your family most. And this is for all the fans that's watching today's show right now. I know it's Christmas. I know it's shopping time. Please do not forget why you celebrate Christmas and why you celebrate Thanksgiving. It's not always about the presents. It's not about what food you're going to buy for Thanksgiving. It's about family. I don't know how Thanksgiving and Christmas is going to go for me this year, and I'm not afraid to say that because this is my damn show. But please, don't forget your reasons of celebrating, and I hope you guys had, and by the time you're seeing the show, it's going to be after Thanksgiving, but hopefully you guys had a very fantastic Thanksgiving, and hopefully, for Lucas Nation fans, you guys had a terrific Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you guys on the weekend vlog, Season 8, season premiere. See you next season. This is more. I just